Hey guys, it's Jay Austin from Woodworking Blues. Another video from my very disorganized workshop. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about a little tip I use, a little trick I use to keep my tools organized. And the fun part is I get to talk about one of my most all-time favorite tools is this WEN flex shaft rotary tool, model number 2305. I've had him a few years now, and when I was doing some mostly just small woodworking projects, I used him a lot. And this flex shaft, which comes in at about a good 40 inches, quite long enough for me. It was very handy. And this guy's so inexpensive and so solid. I put him through his paces more than you can imagine. But that's not what I'm here to show tonight. I already have some videos demonstrating what this thing can do. But today I thought I would discuss about how I keep my tools for this guy handy. If you're like me, you don't use every tool in your shop every day. And quite frankly, me personally, I can easily forget how to operate or how to change out the accessories on these tools if I don't deal with them on a daily basis, which I don't. And in this particular case, it would be like how to change out the bits. In this one, this grinder here, I need to change out, which I often did when I was doing, like I said, small woodworking projects. But I often not only forgot exactly the steps to change it out, but I lost the tools to do it. There's not that many. And really, here's your primary tools to do it. You got a little Allen wrench right here and a little flat stamped wrench right here. The idea is to hold this guy in place. Actually, it'd be best to put the Allen wrench in first. And here's what throws a lot of people off. I've talked to a lot of friends of mine, and they get confused by this. How to lock this thing in place, hold him still, so you can break it loose and change him out. Well, you got to remember, as I often didn't, was there that little hole right there, and the Allen wrench goes right there. Now he's in there. You don't have to do a whole lot. He ain't going nowhere. Look at that. He's not spinning. And then you just take your little stamped out wrench and break him loose. Not a whole lot of force required, unless I put him on too tight, like I often do. This one's bent. Fortunately, I have another one. So we'll try him. And he worked. So now that he's loose, he's off. Notice I still have my Allen wrench in that hole that keeps him from moving. He's locked in. Well, he was. Now I got to probably redo it because I moved him. Remember, line up that hole. Let's get him straight. Let's get him in there. Where'd he go? There he is. I hope you can see it. No hole, hole. And now, put him back in there. He's pretty, you gotta push him in there all the way, which I just didn't do. Not the tool's fault, the operator's fault, as usual in my case. And, wow, what am I doing wrong? I'm really messing this up. So, let's see. See, locked in. I see. I didn't screw him down a little bit. Put him down. Keep him loose. Put him in here. Then screw the little grommet down. And then just I got the bent one. I got to get rid of him. And tighten him down. He's good to go. And to show you he's good to go, I'll run it. Don't want to damage my bench too much. That was just for demonstration purposes. So now I want to change him out. Again, I got him in there. And again, he's not moving. Got him that little hole in the side. He's a little thin, hard to get up, and I have no fingernails. There you go, break him loose again, easy. So now let's say we want to replace him with a steel bristle brush here. Again, screw him down a little bit and tighten him down. Now, one of my problems with this type of tool, again, is I often forget how to do this, believe it or not. And more often than not, I lose this guy and I lose this guy. Now they come in kits. They all come along with kits like this. But if you move them around, and if you're as disorganized as I am, stuff gets banged around and knocked out of place like most of these are. I suggest you make your own wooden container, or just throw them all in a bag. But if you don't want to have to go looking for this little guy or this little guy, a little trick for him, just in case, although a pair of pliers or needle nose or anything would hold him. But if you want to do it right and have the right tools for it, and I'm sure the manufacturer doesn't recommend this. And by the way, I am not compensated by WEN at all, or by any of the tools I review up here. I take a piece of wire and I attach them to the cord, just in case I lose all these guys. And I have 4 or 5 of these floating around here somewhere. But eventually I'll lose them, and eventually I'll lose this little Allen wrench. I've already lost 2 or 3 of them. So what do? Well, here's your spare. He's on the cord. And of course you have to be careful. He's on the cord. While you're working, make sure he is not in the way of your project or of this spinning bit. So make sure you position it on this cord somewhere. It's secure and out of the way. Now, again, you can still use your tools if you have them. My little one here. But what I like to use is something like this. Same size as the one it comes with, but look how much bigger he is. I'm less apt to lose him than I am to lose this little tiny guy right here, which I've lost many of them. He fits again in that hole, in that slot, just fine. And actually, he's easier. I hope I'm getting that on camera right. Just as easy. Now, again, guys, you don't have to use this tool. Pair of pliers on the side here, needle nose, vice grips, whatever. We'll loosen it up. There it is. So, just a little tip to keep all your tools in the same place, especially the gadgets needed to make this little guy work. I'm going to tighten him down back where he belongs. There he is. I'll shut him down. They all go together. This has actually got enough holes through him. I could probably wire him. I know I could wire him or use some twine or something and attach him to the cord. along with that little wrench down here. And they're all together, and they're never lost. Believe me, guys, that will save you a lot of time. At least it saved me a lot of time. I cannot tell you how much time I've wasted looking for him or for one of these guys, or both. So, got him back attached, got him hooked up, plugged in, and just to show you, everything's in good working order. This extra here I have attached by wire. He's not attached, but he could be. He's out of the way. Turn him on, and I hope you can see this little guy. I don't think you can. Let's get him over here. One of my mini key. Now that I do a lot of, I have some rental properties. I work with a lot of larger tools, circular saws, reciprocating saws, sanders, grinders, planers, what have you. And I make a lot of key fobs or key identifiers, and this is going to be one of them. Let's just polish him up a little bit with this little guy to show you how he works. Sounds like I got company at the door. I gotta go. I hope this helps. This is Jay Austin from Woodworking Blues. Keep on woodworking.